Yeah, hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you about how you can prepare for the selective school mock test. Now, well, if your child is going to a tutoring shop or you have a private tutor for your child, and then probably there's nothing that you have to do. This mock test is a difficult test, and that will give you an idea about what your child has learned from tutoring. And you get an idea if your child is on the right track. Now, this test is in October, and that means there will be about 6 more months to the real selective test. So if you figure out that your child is not on the right track, you know that you have to do something. For some of the kids, if your child only study at home with help from mom and dad, then you can use the performance in the ICAS, the competition, to give you a pretty good idea. Now, so the question is, does your child get to the top 5% in ICAS, your competition, your English competition in year 5? And the same idea is your child getting, like top 5% in math competition and also in writing. Yep. So these sort of scores will give you a very good idea whether your child, will do well or not. Now, for some of the really smart one, now if your child get mainly high distinction, and then you wouldn't have anything to worry about. The only thing you probably need to worry about is the thinking skill. Now, this is a reasoning skill. You don't have to send your child to any real tutoring for that at all. You can try to find a book about thinking skill. Just make sure that the book is new. You don't want something that is old, about 20 years old. No, because the thinking skill entered the scene only about 4 or 5 years ago. So you need a book that is probably only about 2 or 3 years old. For the other kind of kids who are on my website, member of my website, and in the selective support group, you have everything covered. On my website, you get all the material, the training modules, everything, all the tests to prepare for the selective test. So what I'm going to do is to quickly show you some of the things on my website that you can get your child to do to quickly prepare for the mock test. On my website, the truth is, if your child is doing well on my website, then your child will be ready. But just in case that you join my website late and you don't know exactly what to do, the easiest thing is to have a look at the early scholarship plan. Now, in the early scholarship plan, you will see there are 12 weeks. And right now, like right now in July, the student already close to the first scholarship test. So on week 3 already. And by the time they get to week 0, they would be doing one of the earliest like scholarship tests for the year. So that is sometime at the middle of August. Okay, so this is for the top student to prepare for the scholarship test. So the pace is quite quick. Your child may not have to work that hard. So if you aim just to prepare for the mock test in October, you can go slow so your child can actually just go through the plan slowly. Now, so if you look at week number 12, it's actually start off pretty easy. So you have some, like the end of the year 4 math tests and English. Well, English has you, pretty advanced. So you see grade 7 there. And then, you keep on moving forward. By the time you get to week 2, the student already get to the level to try the selective test, or trial test. Yeah, number 1. So at that level, it is pretty high. All right. So if your child work through the program and get to week 2 and week 1, your child should be ready for the mock test. Now, obviously, this is for the very strong student. And not all students are strong, but it doesn't matter. If you try to follow this pace, everything should be fine. Now, apart from that, there are many useful training modules. Now, if you know well about my website, you know what to do. Now, if you don't know very well, I'll just quickly show you a few things. You have a reading skill, which is something very, very good. The senior level. This can help to train the kids in reading skill. All the questions are generated by the AI, and every question is a new question. So this is really, really good. Now, another module that will really help with the thinking skill is called verbal and logical reasoning. Now, you go in there, you got the junior level and the senior level. Now, in the senior level, you got all the hard question type as well for Cambridge reasoning. Okay, so this is the verbal side. Then you can change to the logical side, refresh it. Now, so you got different type of logical reasoning questions as well. So by practicing the junior and then the senior level of both type, verbal reasoning and logical reasoning, that will help your child to improve so much. Now, also for the members, I also show the verbal reasoning lesson. So, you can play the lesson and the logical reasoning lesson as well. So those things will really help. Now, apart from that, you have the thinking skill training module. You go in there. Now, if your child is new to the website, I recommend to start at the junior level. It got video and lesson and boosters and all that. And then later change to the senior level and go through the same thing again. All right. Now for writing, I have so many things about writing here. Now, so if you really want to get to know them all, then you have to watch many videos that I have on the website. Now, by the way, if you haven't watched them, I strongly recommend that you should go back and go to how to, and then you get so many videos there. And it talk about the different plan, it talking about writing, talking about how to get ahead in math and all sort of things. Okay, now let's get back to writing. Now for writing, there are so many things on my website that will help your child. And go to the how to section and watch the video in there. It will explain how to use these things. But the thing that I can quickly introduce here is called copycat. Now, copycat is very interesting. Now, the idea is that the kid don't write very well at this stage. It's better that they copy the writing from someone. Now, in this case, the AI will generate very good samples. And then the kid can read and copy the style and learn and how to improve. Now, for example, you can get a random prompt. So now this is this is fiction. So here you have a random prompt. Now you have some samples here, right? So you can have a look at the sample writing. And then your child can just write. Now, if you want to, you can actually request a brand new sample, and you can have a look at it. And you can actually customize the sample as well. So the sample will be even better. For example, for this one, the prompt is about a new school. Now imagine you are on student exchange to a foreign country, write a letter to your best friend. So you can have the different characters. So just pick something. So Sam and Chloe, and the setting you can, do a city. So say New York City in the USA, and the theme is something like uh, well, whatever. For example, like friendship, um, or homesick, or something like that. And then the word limit you say 350 words, and then you can say request a sample. Now the AI will go through and create a really good sample. Yeah. So here is a sample. Yeah, and then your child can read it and sort of know how to write the thing, and then your child can just write, using his or her own idea, or copy the idea from the sample. Yeah, and then after that, get feedback from the AI. The AI will tell whether it's good or not, and then recommend what needs to be fixed and things like that. And once your child is happy with that, your child can actually save the work that your child have done. Yeah, so this module is extremely useful, especially for kids who don't know, how to write properly. Um, yeah, so there's just a few quick tip there. Yeah, but if you have been with my website for some time and read the instructions on the website and get support from me, you would certainly know everything that needs to be done. Okay, but for those who don't know a lot, follow the early scholarship plan, do the reading skill, do the verbal reasoning skill, and go to thinking skill and learn from the thing there, and then use a copycat to train on writing. Yeah, and then you will be ready. Good luck, guys.